The next subtopic in the issue of debenture is interest on debenture. As we know that interest on debenture is a charge against profit. It's a financial charges. It's a charge against profit. Whether the company has earned profit or the company has earned no profit or there is a loss suffered by the company, in all the situations and conditions, company have to pay interest on debenture to the debenture holder. It's a financial burden for the company. It is not at all related to the profit of the company. That's why it is called interest on debenture is called charge against profit. Whether the profit is earned by the company or profit is not earned by the company or there is a loss, in all the situations, company have to pay interest on debenture to debenture holder. Okay? And normally interest on debenture is paid. Normally it is paid half yearly, means in 2 installment. Normally it is paid in 2 installments, 6 months. It may be paid annually, but normally it is paid twice in the financial year. Okay, twice, 2 times, 6 months interval, in the interval of 6 months. Is it clear? So debenture interest is the charge against profit of the company. Now, whenever we pay the interest to debenture holder, whenever the company pay the interest to debenture holder, before the payment to the gross amount, company deduct the tax, and that tax will be deposited by the company in government treasury on behalf of the debenture holder. What the company do? Company deduct the tax on interest on debenture which is payable to the debenture holder. From that interest, the tax will be deducted by the company as per the specified rate of tax, and that tax which is retained by the company, collected by the company, that tax will be deposited by the company on behalf of the debenture holder in the government treasury. Okay, and rest amount the company will pay to the debenture holder after TDS. Suppose the interest is 10,000 and tax rate is 10%. So 10% of 10,000 is 1,000. So company, what the company will do? Company from 10,000, company will deduct 1,000 TDS and 9,000 will be paid to the debenture holder and 1,000 will be deposited by the company in the government treasury on behalf of the debenture holder. Is it clear? When the company issue debenture, I discussed it earlier also, whenever the company issue the debenture, company prefix the rate of interest on debenture. If rate of interest is fixed by the company 12,000 on debenture, then it is called 12% debenture. If it is 10% interest is fixed on debenture, then that debenture is called 10% debenture. If 14% interest is fixed on debenture, then that debenture is called 14% debentures. Is it clear? So if the 9% interest is fixed by the company, then that debenture will be called 9% debenture. Okay, 9% debenture. Now there are the two things related to interest on debenture. Interest on debenture due, and second is interest on debenture accrued but not due. So there are the two, interest on debenture accrued and due as well, accrued and due. And second one, interest on debenture accrued but not due. So we have to understand these two things, interest on debenture interest accrued on debenture and due, and second is interest accrued on debenture but not due. So we have to see these two. Topic is interest on debenture. It's a financial charges, it's a charge against profit. Okay, so two things, interest accrued and due. Okay, we have to understand the two things, interest accrued and due, and second, interest accrued but not due. Suppose our financial year is start from April and closed on 31st March. The company maintained the financial year like this, April to March, 1st April to 31st March. I am talking about this financial year. Okay, taking the example of this financial year, which start from April 2019 and close on 31st March 2020. Suppose in this financial year, in the previous financial year, company issued debenture. On 1st January 2019, company issued debenture. 1st January 2019 is the previous year. Previous financial year means 2018-19. 1st April 2018 to 31st March 2019. In the previous financial year, company issued debentures on this date. 10% debenture of rupees 100 each. 10% is the rate of interest. 10% debenture of rupees 100 each issued on this date, and number of debenture issued by the company is 5,000. Is it clear? Number of debenture issued by the company is 5,000. Third information is interest on debenture. Interest on debenture will be paid by the company half yearly. So half yearly means when it is issued on 1st January, so after 6 months, 30th June 2019, first interest will be paid and second interest will be paid. Thereafter 6 months from the 30th June, will start counting from 30th June, 6 months, that comes 31st December 2019, 6 months interval. So first interest will be paid by the company on this date, second interest will be paid by the company on this date. So I am talking about this. On 30th June in this financial year, the first interest was suppose the first interest was paid by the company on 30th June 2019. First interest was paid by the company. Okay, first interest was paid. It is paid by the company. Second interest 31st December 2019. Okay, 31st December 2019, company not paid. It is due. Company has not paid. Not paid. Okay, company has not paid and the financial year is closed. Financial year is closed but company not paid. So this interest on debenture of 6 months, number of debenture is how much? 5,000 into 100. It's a 5 lakhs. Rate of interest 10% for 6 months. For 6 months. So it is 25,000. This 25,000 interest on debenture which is not paid on this date, it is due. This comes under this interest accrued and due. It is accrued. Due date has come but it is not paid. Due date has come. It is accrued. Means the due date has come but it is not paid. So this interest is called interest accrued and due. Interest accrued and due. Is it clear? What is interest accrued and due? Now here second is interest accrued but not due. Interest accrued but not due. Is it clear? Interest accrued but not due. So in here it means the interest thereafter next interest will be paid by the company in this financial year 1st April, which is start from 1st April 2019 2019 to 31st March 2020. This is the financial year. We are talking about this financial year. So here the company has paid the interest on 30th June 2019 company has paid. Then company has paid on 31st December 2019. Next due date is what? Next due date will be on 30th June. Next due date will be on 30th June 2020. So from 31st December 2019 to 31st March 2020, this 3 months interest, this 3 months interest, this 3 months, from which date to which date? From 31st December 2019 to 31st March 2020. Here this 3 month interest which comes under this financial year closed on 31st March 2019. So this 3 months interest is accrued. It is accrued in this financial year, but it is not due, because due will be on 30th June 2020. Due date is what? Due date is 30th June 2020 is the due date. But this 3 months interest, coming under this financial year from January 2020 to 31st March 2020, 3 months interest coming under this. So this interest is accrued, but it is not due. So both are the interest. One interest accrued and due. Accrued and due means it is accrued and due. Okay, and it is due. So this one is called accrued and due, and this one is called interest accrued but not due. Interest accrued but not due It is not paid, because the due date is on 30th June 2020 and the financial year closed on 31st March 2020. So January to March, 3 months interest coming under this financial year. So interest is accrued but not due. So there are the two is interest accrued and due, and interest accrued but not due. Okay, interest accrued but not due. So both type of interest is shown in the current liability of the balance sheet. Both interest is shown in the current liability of the balance sheet, comes under the current liability. Is it clear? Comes under the current liability. So this one, interest accrued and due, if a company pays interest on debenture half yearly, then the interest while preparing the balance sheet on 31st March, if the interest for the period 31st December 2017 remain unpaid, I am talking about this debenture, this interest on debenture, if it is unpaid, it is due, unpaid, then this amount of interest is called interest accrued and due. This 25,000 interest accrued and due, because it is unpaid, it is due but not paid. And here interest accrued but not due, it is 3 months interest coming under this financial year, but due date is on 30th June 2020, which is in the next financial year. So when I'm going to close this financial year on 31st March 2020, so then this 3 months interest coming under this financial year, which is accrued but not due. So there are the two types of interest. One is interest accrued and due, not yet paid, it is due but not paid, and another is interest accrued but not due, but coming under this financial year but not due actually. So both interests are shown in the company balance sheet in the current liability under the heading current liabilities. Okay. Now journal entry for the interest on debenture. So first entry will be interest on debenture account debit to debenture holders to TDS payable. TDS means tax deducted at source. The full form of TDS is tax deducted at source is called TDS. So to TDS payable. So first entry is interest on debenture account debit because it's a expense for the company, it's a financial charges, all expenses debit. So interest on debenture account debit to debenture holder to TDS payable. Okay. Next entry will be the amount will be paid to the debenture holder account debit to bank account, and thereafter this TDS, the third entry will be TDS payable account debit to bank account. This amount will be deposited, TDS payable amount will be deposited to the government account, government treasury on behalf of the debenture holder by the company. So this is three entry. First entry is interest on debenture account debit to debenture holder to TDS payable. Second entry is debenture holder account debit to bank. Third entry is TDS payable account debit to bank account. For instance, suppose the interest is 100 rupees is the interest on debenture. TDS is tax deducted at source is 10%. Suppose TDS is as per the government specified rate, interest on debenture on interest, the TDS is tax is 10% is the tax rate. Tax rate is 10%. So 10% means 10 rupees will be the TDS and 90 rupees will be transferred to debenture holder. This amount will be given to the debenture holder and 10 rupees, 10% of this interest, 10 rupees is TDS payable and rest amount will be given to the debenture holder. So next entry debenture holder account debit 90 to bank account 90. Third entry when we pay the TDS or deposit this TDS amount to the government treasury on behalf of the debenture holder, then company do the entry TDS payable account debit to bank account. Okay. And this interest on debenture at the end of the financial year will be transferred to statement of PL. So entry will be statement of PL account debit to interest on debenture at the end of the financial year. At the end of the financial year, statement of PL account debit to interest on debenture. Is it clear? Now see one question. On 1st April 2015, JK Limited issued 8,009% debenture of rupees 1,000 each. JK Limited on 1st April 2019 issued 8,009% debenture of rupees 1,000 each at a discount of 6%, redeemable at a premium of 5% after 3 years. The company closes its books on 31st March every year. Interest on 9% debentures is payable on 30th September and 31st March every year. The rate of tax deducted at source is 10%. Rate of tax deducted at source is 10%. Past necessary journal entries for the year ended 31st March 2016. So the question is, JK Limited issued on 1st April 2015. On this date, JK Limited issued 8,000 is the number, 9% debentures, okay, of rupees 1000 each, 1000 each, at a discount of 6%, redeemable at a premium of redeemable at a premium of 5% after 3 years. Okay, so what will be the first entry? First entry will be, if you see the first entry on 2015 April 1st, on April 1st, first entry, debenture application and allotment account. Okay, bank account debit to debenture application and allotment. So 8,000 debentures are issued, 8,000 into, it is issued at a discount of 6%, issued at a discount of 6%. So face value of the debenture is 1000 and it is issued at 6% discount, 6% discount. So 6% of 1000 is rupees 60. So 940 issued at rupees 940. So 8,000 number of debenture into 940. So 940 so it is 75 lakhs 20,000. 75 lakhs 20,000. So first entry is clear. Being, narration will be being 8,000 debentures issued at a discount of 6%. Okay, being 8,000, 9% debenture of rupees 1,000 each issued at a discount of 6% and redeemable at a premium of 5%. Okay, next entry will be on April 1st. This debenture application and allotment account will be debited, and allotment account debit. Loss on issue of debenture account debit, loss on issue of debenture account debit to 9% debenture, to 9% debenture account to premium on redemption of debenture, premium on redemption of debenture account. Okay, premium on redemption of debenture account, premium on redemption of debenture account. Okay, so the entry will be this will be the entry. Now you write the amount. So debenture application and allotment, the same amount you have to write, which is written in credit side in the first entry. This amount you write it over here. Debenture always we write the face value. So 8,000 is the number and face value of the debenture is 1,000. So it is 80 lakhs. Okay, 80 lakhs. These debentures is redeemable at a premium of 5%. So 5% of 80,000. 5% of 80,000 you calculate it, or you what you do, 5% of 1,000. 5% of 1,000. So it is 50 rupees. 50. So it is 4 lakhs. 4 lakhs. Is it clear? 5% of 1,000. Or you may directly calculate 5% of 80,000. So the loss is 8,000 debenture into issued at rupees at a discount. So 1,000 debenture is issued at a discount of 6%. It means it is issued at 6% means 60 rupees. It means it issued at 940. But this debenture will be redeemed by the company at a premium of 5%. It means at rupees 1,050. So company is getting this amount but redeem this amount. So company suffered a loss of rupees how much? Suffered a loss rupees 110 per debenture. So you multiply to 110. This will be transferred to loss. This will be transferred to loss. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 0, 8, 8,80,000 is the loss. 8,80,000. This the loss per debenture into number of debenture is how much? 8,000. So 8,80,000 is the loss. Issued at rupees 940, redeemable at 1,050. So company suffered a loss of rupees 110 per debenture, and number of debenture issued by the company is how much? 8,000. So 8,000 into 110. So 8,80,000 is the loss faced by the company. So the narration will be simple. Being debenture is 8,000 9% debenture of rupees 100 each, issued at a discount of 6% and redeemable at a premium of 5% after 3 years. Next entry will be for interest. So on September 30, the question it has given, the company decide to close the books on 31st March every year. Interest on 9% is payable on 30th September and 31st March. So on 30th September, interest on debenture account debit, interest on debenture account debit to debenture holders account to TDS payable account. Okay, so calculate the interest on debenture. Debenture is 8,000 debenture of rupees 1,000 each. It means it's a 80 lakhs debenture. Interest rate is 9% is the rate of interest, and it is paid in 2 installment, 6 monthly. Okay, issued on April and will be paid first interest on September. So 6 months interest, will calculate the 6 months interest. Okay, 6 months interest will be calculated by us. So it is 3,60,000 is the interest amount. 3,60,000. 6 month interest is 3,60,000. In the question it has given that rate of tax deducted at source is 10%. So 10% of 3,60,000 will be the TDS. So 36,000 will be the TDS. 10% of 3,60,000. 10% of 3,60,000 will be the TDS amount. Tax deducted at source, and rest amount will be paid, will be due to debenture holder. That amount is 3,24,000 will be transferred to debenture holders account. Okay. Next entry, debenture holder account debit, debenture holders account debit to bank account, that is this amount 3,24,000. And next entry, on the same day, this TDS will be deposited into the government treasury on behalf of the debenture holder. So TDS payable account debit to bank account, this amount will be deposited by the company in the government treasury, this 36,000 on behalf of the debenture holder. So before payment to the debenture holder, interest on debenture, the TDS must be deducted first by the company, and the rest amount the company have to pay to the debenture holder, and TDS amount has to be deposited in the government treasury. Now next interest date is on 31st March. So year will be changed, 2016 March 31st. The same entry will repeat, interest on debenture account debit to debenture holders account to TDS payable account. So the amount will be same. This amount 3,60,000. This is 3,24,000 and this will be 36,000. The amount will be same. Only the date is changed. This entry we have done it on 30th September 2015, and this entry we are going to do it on 2016, end of the financial year, on March 31st. Debenture holder account debit, debenture holders account debit to bank account, and same as TDS payable account debit to bank account, which is deposited in the government treasury. So this amount is 3,24,000, which is due to the debenture holder, this amount, and TDS payable will be paid here 36,000. At the end of the financial year, next entry is we have to transfer on 31st March, we have to transfer the amount to the statement of PL, statement of profit and loss, account debit to this loss we have to adjust it, transfer off to this loss on issue of debenture, this one. And second one, the interest, this interest 6 months and this interest 6 months, total is 7,20,000 interest on debentures 7,20,000. okay, 3,60,000 plus 3,60,000, 7,20,000, and the loss is 8,80,000 will be in the statement of PL. We have to adjust in the statement of PL in the year of loss itself. So total amount is 16 lakhs. Total amount is 16 lakhs debit. 16 lakhs debit. So this entry is clear. First entry is for the entry for the issue. This entry is for the interest on debenture 6 months, again for 6 months interest on debenture, and this is the statement of PL to loss on issue of debenture, this one, and interest on debenture, this 6 months interest and this 6 months interest, 3 lakh 60 plus 3 lakh 60, 7 lakh 20. Okay, and if you do the entry for the redemption, on the date of redemption is after 3 years. So on redemption the entry will be 9% debenture account debit, premium on redemption of debenture account debit to debenture holder and debenture holder to bank. So 9% debenture account debit 80 lakhs to premium on redemption of debenture account debit 4 lakhs to debenture holder 84 lakhs and debenture holder account debit to bank account 84 lakhs. This will be done on after 3 years at the time of redemption. The next subtopic in the issue of debenture is writing off loss on issue of debenture or discount on issue of debenture. This loss on issue of debenture or discount on issue of debenture is written off either from the statement of PL or security premium reserve or from the general reserve as per the decision taken by the board of directors. Okay, so the question is based on, note down the question, go through this question and then see how this problem is going to solve. The question is, on 1st April 2017, Fast Computer Limited, this is the name of the company, issued 20,000 6% debenture, issued 20,000 6% debenture, okay, 6% debentures of rupees 100 each, of rupees 100 each, of rupees 100 each at a discount of at a discount of 4%, redeemable at a premium of redeemable at a premium of 5%, redeemable at a premium of 5% after 3 years. The amount payable was as follows: on application rupees 50 and balance on allotment. So on allotment is also 50, okay, also 50. After discount 4%, it is 46 and this is 50. This is the payable amount, payable line, and this is the face value line, face value, line of face value. So it is 100 and issued at 96, payable at 96. Normally, if no information is given, then discount will be adjusted at the time of allotment. Is it clear? If no information is given where to adjust the discount, then this discount will be adjusted in the allotment. So the first entry will be these 20,000 6% debenture of 100 each at a discount of 4%, redeemable at a premium of 5%. So first entry will be bank account debit, date is 2017 April 1st, bank account debit to debenture bank account debit to debenture application account to debenture application account. So interest on debenture is 6%, so we have to write the 6% to 6% interest to 6% debenture application. So the amount will be, number of debenture is 20,000, so 20,000 into 50 rupees is the application money. 50 rupees is the application money, so it is 10 lakhs. It's a 10 lakhs. Okay, bank account debit to 6% debenture application. 6% is the prefixed interest rate we have to write. Next is 6% debenture application account debit, loss on issue of debenture account debit. Here there is a no loss, no loss here. Loss entry will be done in the second entry at the time of allotment to 6% debenture account, to 6% debenture account. Okay, to 6% debenture account, 10 lakhs. 10 lakhs. Okay, 6% debenture account. Next is this entry is for application. Allotment, debenture allotment account debit, debenture allotment, 6% debenture allotment, 6% debenture allotment account debit. Okay, loss on issue of debenture, loss on issue of debenture account debit, loss on issue of debenture account debit to 6% debentures account, to premium on redemption of debenture, premium on redemption of debenture account. Okay, so come over here. In debenture allotment, number of debenture is 20,000, is the number of debenture 20,000. So first I am going to write the amount in the a 6% debenture. So here always we write this amount, face value amount of allotment 50. So 20,000 into 50. So it's a 10 lakhs. Okay. And here in 6% debenture allotment, we will write this amount 46 rupees is the due amount, 46 rupees per debenture. So 46 means 9,20,000, 9,20,000, and loss is 20,000 debenture. Here it is redeemed at a premium of how much? Redeemed at a premium of 5%, means issued at rupees 100 debenture, issued at a discount of 4%, means issued at 96, issued at 96, and redeemable 100 rupees debenture will be redeemable at a premium of 5%, means 105. Issued at 96, redeemable at 105. So company suffered a loss of how much? Company suffered a loss of 9 rupees per debenture. So this 9 rupees will be multiplied over here, 20,000 into 9, 1,80,000. 1,80,000. And premium on debenture is 5% is the premium on debenture, 20,000 into 5, this is 1 lakh. 20,000 into 5% per debenture, redeemable at a premium of 5%. So debenture issued at 96, redeemable at 105. So loss is 9 rupees per debenture. So this loss 20,000 into 9 rupees. Is it clear? Next is related to the entry related to, next entry is related to the bank account debit. Third entry is when we will receive the amount of allotment, bank account debit to 6% debenture allotment. Debenture allotment, okay, 6% debenture allotment. So amount is 9,20,000. 9,20,000. This amount the company will receive. Now next is this loss. This is the loss. We have to. The question is the last paragraph. Fast Computer has a balance of 50,000 in security premium reserve, 1 lakh in general reserve, and profit for the year was 75,000. So company will adjust this loss first from the security premium, thereafter from the general reserve, and last from the profit. So when the company is going to adjust, so the entry will be on at the end of the financial year 31st March 31st, on March 31st. Entry will be bank account debit, statement of PL, okay, general reserve, and one more account is security premium reserve, securities premium reserve, okay. To this loss on issue of debenture will be adjusted. Loss on issue of debenture. So the loss is how much? 1,80,000 is the loss. 1,80,000. 1,80,000 is the loss. So this will be first from the security premium reserves. In the security premium reserve, amount is 50,000. So 50,000 will be adjusted from the security premium reserve. Then from the general reserve, 1 lakh, and rest will be from the statement of PL, that is 30,000 from the statement of PL. However, the profit for the year was 75,000. So out of 75,000, only 30 is adjusted. Okay, only 30 is adjusted. Is it clear? Security premium reserve is how much? Security premium reserve is 50. General reserve is 1 lakh. Okay, so from the statement of PL, only 30,000 will be adjusted. So these two entry is for issue of debenture, application entry. These two entries for allotment, and this entry is for writing off loss on issue of debenture, writing off this loss in the year of profit itself, in the year of loss itself. So statement of PL account debit, general reserve amount is given in the question, security premium is also given. So the balance amount will be from the statement of PL. So 1,80,000 will be adjusted first from security, then from general reserve, and lastly from the statement of PL. However, the profit is 75,000. Out of 75, 30 is adjusted. So it means remain in the statement of PL is remaining profit remains is from 75, if you deduct 30, so 45,000 remain profit will be reflected in the statement of PL.